Hey everybody, Chris here, coming to show you some more yard sale thrift store finds. Did pretty good this week. Went to maybe 15 thrift stores across 2 or 3 days. Can't quite remember. But yeah, let's get into it. I'll show you over here first. I got a couple pairs of Levi's, I think for $5 each. The sizes and the styles both sell for around 15. So decided to pick them up. Nothing too major there. Coming over here, I went to go to an outlet. Got a mess of wires, some Wii sleeves, some iPod chargers, PlayStation, Xbox cables. Got a manual for an HP 21S calculator. Some of these manuals can sell. The calculator definitely would have been a better find. This is probably the most interesting find. It got some Game Gear games in there. That's Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Triple Trouble, Sonic 2, and then Sonic Tails, and then Super Off-Road. None of them are particularly worth very much. I haven't even tested them yet. But at least $2 a game on that. I think that was it for Goodwill Outlet. Coming over there, I got Blockus Trigun, which is about a $45 game right now. It's actually missing a couple pieces, but I do have a parts copy. Hopefully I have the pieces that are missing. Got a copy of Acquire over there. It's one of the newer Avalon Hill. Well, I shouldn't say newer, but it's not the 3M version. It's complete, which is good. I think it's also going for about $45 right now. Next to that's PS2. Got that for $4.99 at Goodwill. The one I don't get the discount at. But the disc tray is kind of weird. It's really slow. So I haven't tested it completely yet. I just plugged it in. We'll see how that goes. Next to that, I got a Polaroid Super Shooter. It's one of the 100 style cameras. I don't get them very often because they sell very slowly. But hopefully 30 to 40 on that. And next to that, I got a Polaroid One Step 600 with where you plug the flash bars in the top. I think I paid $2.99 at Savers for that. I think it's about a $25–30 camera right now. Surprising. Usually the ones with the rainbow stripes go for more, but for some reason this particular one hasn't in a while. Over here, I got I got Harry Potter chess, which I have 3 copies of already in box, and they didn't sell for Christmas, which is odd. I think maybe I sold one of them. I'm not quite sure. But I decided to pick it up anyway. Still should hopefully be able to get about $25 to $35 for it. I do have a parts copy, so I will be using the box from that to complete it. Right here, a couple N64 controllers. I got the blue one at Goodwill for, I think, $4.50, and then I got the Super Pad at Salvation Army for, I think, $2.99. The Super Pad's actually the better one to look out for. These go for about $25. I think it's because the controller's like slightly a reasonable shape, and not this 3-handed monstrosity that Nintendo came up with. Over here, I got 3 games. I don't know why these aren't in the stack, but got Lego Star Wars, the video game Sonic Adventure DX, and then the third one's in there for $2.99 at Savers. Next, that's a Yahtzee electronic handheld game. Sealed. I don't buy them used anymore, except maybe a Goodwill Outlet if I find it in the bin, because used they go for anywhere from $1 to $5 generally at this point. But sealed they can still go for over $50, so hopefully I'll get that. Move on back there. There's a little Lego set, Sebulba and his pod racer, and Tatooine. I think I paid $3 or $4 for that. Should get about 12. So, nothing crazy on that. Back there, this is actually pretty surprising. I got 6 Wiis at Savers, varying degrees of what came with it. None of them came with controllers, but most of them came with AV cord and power cord, and there's a few sensor bars. I actually found a sensor bar at another Savers right up there as well. 4 of them were $29.99 and 2 of them were $14.99, but I had a 30% off coupon, so that brought down the price. I have a bunch of controllers. I think I can complete at least 4 of them currently, and I just sold one today for $100 with games on it. So I'm hoping Hoping some of these have games downloaded on them. I'd be very surprised if at least one of them didn't. One of them also came with a game. I'll show you in there. Nothing crazy. Down there, I got some Maxell VHS-C tapes. I think I paid $1, maybe 90 cents at Goodwill. Get about 10, 12 bucks for those. Got something I never heard of, Warlord Saga of the Storm. It's a little card game. It's a little battle box. There aren't too many for sale up, but I also don't know how popular it's going to be. If I get 30 or 40, that's good. It seems like people are trying to get about 70, so I'm not really sure. We'll find out. I got a copy of Millsborn Collector's Edition. These, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have picked it up. It's about 12 bucks, and I think it's going to end up being over £1. It really stinks. These used to go for about $40, $50, $60 at one point, and they just tanked when they started printing it and selling it again. Next I got Empire Builder. I think it's the first edition. It's a game I hadn't heard of before. It's I'll show you the back here. It seems to be some sort of train situation. It's by Mayfair, the guys who make Catan. And maybe $2.99. I think regular versions of this, the current or whatever the newest version, is about $30, but this one I think goes for about $40. We'll find out. And I got a copy of Trivial Pursuit, the 1960s, in shrink wrap. I think I paid $2.99 or $3.99 at St. Vincent's. I should get about 30 for that. So you can see what fell there. It's, some Lexmark Inc. 33. I think I already sold this about 15, 20 bucks on that. Got a Lexmark 70, and then I got a couple sealed HP laser toners. The one on the bottom is already sold for about 50 something. The one on the top should go about 90 something, I believe. And then I got some books over here, which I haven't gotten in a while. I generally don't get books because it takes a lot of time, but it can be worth it. It's the Aubrey Hepburn book. Should get about 10, 12 bucks for that. Paid $1. I already sold Forest Ecosystems for I think 25, and then Multicultural Education I think should go for about 15, 20. I think the most I paid was $4 for this one. Well worth it. I got Ninja Fighter. It's a little tiger game. I only saw one other for sale for I think like 50 or something, so I threw that up for a bit cheaper. Got a couple of TI-83s, I think just at different savers and hanging bags with like different random, I think one was some sticky notes and the other, I don't know, I threw it away. It was some little trinket like apple, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I think $2.99 and $3.99. Should get, right now I think they're floating around 40-ish. Beginning of the summer and around September they'll definitely be going for about 50. Got a little solitaire game. It's a Salvation Army, $4.99 or something. Some of these random games can go for a decent amount. I think this is going for around 40, but I think the red one's only 5, so it's really what you're searching for. Right here, same Salvation Army. I paid $2.99 for this, which is very surprising that I paid more for a DSi than a little free cell game. There's some stickers and junk, but it's decent condition. It works. Came with this game. It's Nintendogs, Chihuahua and Friends. This is generally sell for about $2 or $3. Yeah, decent condition. A little scratches, these stickers, but it's not really a big deal. Didn't have a charger, but those are easy enough to get. Right there, I got a Sony Discman. It's about a $15 one. Paid like $2 or $3. I'm not sure. Got an Xbox 360 controller. It's worn, but it actually feels like pretty comfortable without having the pad on there. Works fine. Played a level of Halo 4 with it. Should get about 18, 19, 20 bucks. Next I got a Pickachu Virtual Pet. These go for a pretty good amount. I paid $8 for it. I think they're going for about 45 or 50 right now. Just like the Tamagotchi last week, for some reason these virtual pets go for a decent amount. The Pikachu one makes a lot more sense to me than a lot of the random Tamagotchis, but yeah, I'll be happy when that sells. And then last, got a little stack of games here. So when I bought those Wiis, I also bought some games. Um, this was one of them, Sonic 2. I think it was $3.99, and yeah, 30% off. I'll probably pair it with a Sega Genesis instead of selling it by itself. I found this in my car, just like in the car door. So at some point I bought Guitar Hero Metallica. I think it's already sold for like $16. So it's gone up a few bucks in price. Got a copy of Tron Evolution. I think it was $1.79 at Salvation Army. I got this for trophies. I'm pretty sure it's an easy one. It might also be worth an okay amount of money, probably around 10 bucks. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked it up, but a lot of these easy Disney games end up still being around 10 bucks. Got Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This was another game that came with those Wiis. It was $14.99. Got 30% off. Usually cart only for this is about 15 to 18 bucks. This is complete in the box. Should get about 30 to 40 for it. Got Liberty City Stores. I think I got this at maybe like, oh yeah, another random Savers that I never have service there, so like sometimes they just have to go off memory. And I remembered wrong. So Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories is about a $5 game, and I paid about $5. So I'm gonna probably break even on that. I'll probably end up sending it into FBA, try and get a little bit more money off it. I think it's Vice City Stories, which is the one that's about a $10 game. And Chinatown Wars, I think, is the one that's actually like 15. This also, I grabbed Mario Duck Hunt. It was $7.99, 30% off. Works well. Came with a dust cover. This is going up. It's around, I think, like 15 right now, which is crazy. It was floating around 10 for a while, which it had been a $2 game for forever because there were just so many copies of it. But I think before Christmas there were about 300 used copies on Amazon, and now there's about 100. Might have gone up since earlier in the week, but very surprised that so many have sold. Got a copy of Final Fantasy VIII at Salvation Army. I paid $1. It was missing a disc, but like I had the disc from just some random yard sale. It just came with a lot of games at one point, so it was missing disc one. I ended up having disc one, so I got a complete copy, which is always something you hope happens, but usually doesn't. But yeah, so pretty happy about that. Final Fantasy VIII isn't the most expensive game. Probably get about 12, 15, I think, right now. Got Teen Titans. That came with those other two GameCube games I showed you earlier. I think this is already sold for 12 or 15 or so. Decent condition. Got Wii Fit. This was inside one of the Wiis. I really expected there to be one or two other games inside, but there wasn't. So then I got these two games at another Savers, just Tarzan Untamed and Pac-Man World Rally. Tarzan isn't really worth much, but Pac-Man World Rally is about, I think, 15. I think I paid $2.99 for the two games. And that was it. So yeah, I thought this week was pretty good. I'll have a lot of work ahead of me with those Wiis, just getting all the controllers together and figuring out which works, and then labeling them if they have games, and listing them in all sorts of different ways. But yeah, everything else, pretty decent haul. I was pretty happy that a lot of this stuff kind of sold day of listing, actually. Yeah, so like, subscribe, comment, share, check out some of my older videos. The one last week, was pretty good. And it's actually gotten pretty warm here. I think I mentioned before that I was being kept inside because it was so cold, but now it's 50-degree weather, wearing t-shirts and light flannels outside, so hopefully people have yard sales coming up soon. I know it's still February, but late March, early April is when they start, so hoping maybe a little bit earlier, who knows. So yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed the video, and see everyone next time.